Denise George with eXp Realty, All Points North Group, and Canada's first charitable real estate specialist with Real Agents of Change. Today, I had the pleasure of interviewing Colleen McLean, who works with The Drop in Parry Sound, which is a drop-in center for youth and serves the Parry Sound community and surrounding areas. Colleen and I talked a lot about the impact that the last couple of years have had on our youth. The Drop has been created to service our youth and to give them a space that is safe. It's so important for these youth in our community to have somewhere to go where they feel secure and they feel like they can be themselves. It was pretty exciting to talk about the impact that charitable donation of real estate might have. We had a great conversation about the vision for the future. I hope you enjoy. Welcome to Shining the Light on Charities and Their Champions. I am Denise George, and I am excited to be here with Colleen McLean, who is with us from The Drop in Parry Sound, Ontario. And she is going to tell us all about the different services that they provide for youth and talk a little bit about how it all started. So Colleen, thank you very much for joining me.
Oh, thank you for this opportunity. It's exciting to get the chance to shine the light on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of came out of the fact that there's so many things that are going on now that people don't know about. Nonprofits that are serving our community and larger communities. So kind of came out of that, of highlighting what is going on so people know. So let me start by asking you, who are you? Tell me who you are and kind of how you came to be working at The Drop and, where it all started for you.
I'm Colleen, as you said. I'm living in Parry Sound, and my background has always been working with youth, primarily teenagers over the years. And so I have a private practice for counseling. So my business partner and I, Brittany Novak, run Sound Youth Counseling. And last summer, the Near North District School Board approached us to run one of their wellness camps. Oh. So they were starting to try to put together something in the summer that would help youth kind of reintegrate, like get ready for in-person, right? Because everybody had been virtual and schools were going back. And so SYC, Sound Youth Counseling, we ran their program for them in the summer, provided drop-in counseling, and we're just there for people who wanted to come. And then at the end of the summer, the contract ended. And so many of the youth who were coming were reaching out to us saying, is there any way that we can keep this going? Like, they were really disappointed it was ending. And Britt and I, we just couldn't say no. It kind of became where there's a will, there's a way. We just figured we would find a way to keep it and restart it. So we worked with the Mary Street Center. So St. James United Church has a community outreach kind of side to them. And so we made a partnership with them so that they help with the finances for their charitable donation purposes. SYC, we run the program. And so The Drop came to be. Yeah, we opened in November.
What drives the direction that you?
So our mission is to celebrate, support, and nurture youth. So we want, long-term vision is our own space, a permanent space that's open. So we wanted to create a space that, it's like non-denominational, it's welcoming, it's inclusive, it's respectful, just a comfortable place to drop in, use Wi-Fi, see friends.
Yeah.
We have a lot of food.
Always a good thing for youth.
Always a good thing. Yes. Yes. We have to restock regularly.
Sure.
So our regular programming right now is Tuesdays and Thursdays after school. We do 3:30 to 6:30.
Okay.
But, ideally we're eventually open all the time.
Right. So you keep throwing out the word youth. Tell me define that a little bit. What does that look like for who you serve?
So our demographic, we 12 to 20.
Okay. What have you noticed as far as you become established and as the summer ran and then moving into the fall, how have things changed and statistics? Give me some ideas of the numbers and the need and like even the clientele, younger, older. Tell me a little bit about some statistics on how things have grown and changed.
We've certainly noticed through the summer drop, through our private practice, it's a challenge socially. The reintegration really into in person. We've all felt it, but youth are really feeling it. Students are really feeling it and still do. So I think that was a great start. In the summer, it was open 10 and up. And so it was a younger group in the summer. Now we see typically like 13 to 16, 17 youth every time we're open. There's like a crew that comes, which is good for our space. A good number. And they're a little older. So I would say most of them who come now are grades 7, 8, 9s. Some of our programming, we run one Friday a month. We'll do the drop after dark, we call it. And so movies right now is what we've been doing, but there's a little bit of an older crowd that will come to that.
Okay. Do you have any structured programs that you run, or is it just drop in and do whatever you want other than the movie night, obviously?
It's a bit of both.
Yeah.
So usually you can always just drop in and do whatever you want. Okay. When we're open. Once a week, we've started having like a specific thing. We ran, there was an air hockey tournament last week.
Okay.
There were like make your own chia pets. We did a spring cleanup at Wabano at the town beach.
Oh, nice.
Last weekend or 2 weekends ago, I guess that was, which was fun. So we're trying to when we can expand hours and things. So it's a little bit of both.
Give me a little bit of background on where the funding comes from to run the programs.
So funding comes from donors.
Okay.
So we started fundraising in the fall, and the Doc Rob Bass Classic runs up here. So our initial funding came from that.
Amazing.
And so we were able to open. Terry Lynn was a huge supporter of that. And then individuals, we emailed all the businesses in town, sent letters, did social media posts. And I mean, when you talk about great things going on in the community of Parry Sound continues to amaze me. So a number of businesses, individuals donated. Parry Sound insurance brokers reached out to us and let us know about a grant through the Commonwealth insurance that they're a part of. And so we applied for that, and they really supported the application. And so we received in January, we were one of 21 organizations chosen for their LEAF grant, which was very significant for us to be able to continue. So that's sort of what's gotten us so far. We've just been approved for not-for-profit.
Excellent.
So
congratulations.
The Drop is now its own thing. We're a not-for-profit. So we're in the process of now the charitable registration piece that goes with that. But it's exciting.
It is exciting.
Yes.
So I mentioned to you about the charitable gifting of real estate and that option. as an opportunity for nonprofits. And when I heard about it, I thought, wow, that would be a huge game changer for a nonprofit. I mean, especially as yourself, who's a younger nonprofit and growing, but for any nonprofit who's, sitting at their desk writing grant application after grant application away. But what would a donation of that size do for an organization such as yourself, who's so young and they got this big vision to help so many youth?
It would give that security.
Mm-hmm.
It would give us one of our biggest worries when we were trying to open was, what we didn't want to do was open and then not have enough to run.
Right.
And have to pull back.
Yeah.
And, it's why right now, like, we're only doing 2 days a week, because we need the volunteers. We need, like, there's so, we have a limited budget, and that's all okay right now, but the goal is stability to grow. And, a grant like that it would be incredible, because we could secure a place. We could, hire, as much as the volunteers, like, we wouldn't be able to do this without them. But to have like a couple staff running it too, would, again, just like security of program, security of delivery. And it would be an absolute game changer. We really want this to be a permanent fixture. And for the people who attend too, for the youth to know, like, the drop is here and it's not going anywhere. They can rely on it. It's stable. That's really important.
Well, especially right now. I mean, so many things were a disappointment over the past couple of years, right? Like, oh yes, this is going to happen. Oh, sorry, we have to cancel. Oh, this cancel. Go back to school. Sorry, you're back at home. So
it's been nonstop adjusting.
To provide that security and stability for this age group specifically is huge. So I wanted to ask you a memory. Tell me if there's anything, any specific situation or some cool story that you can share that would demonstrate the impact that the drop has had on one or a group, or something that, just for us to connect with some of the things you've done.
I think one of the ones that stands out is we ran a community open house in the fall as a way to, invite people who've donated to come see the space, but also those who are curious. And I think what stood out to that for me was the number of people who used the drop who came. It was on a Saturday, and the volunteers were coming to show their spouses and children, and bringing like baked goods and, things for like our table. And the youth who were coming and bringing their families and siblings, and to show the space. And I think just to see, like, wow, this is something they're proud of, or like want to show off, was really cool. And then we had 3 individuals who came for the day. They volunteered. They ran our little like sales table. They greeted people. They gave tours. It was really neat that for teenagers on a Saturday, like, that's what they wanted to do, and be there and to show it. And that's like exactly, we just want this to be like a community home, and also to like find ways to give opportunities for them, like run a sales table, have some leadership, like show a tour, expose them to different roles too.
That's great.
It was a really lovely day.
That's nice. Creating positive spaces in Parry Sound is a great thing for youth, because often you hear there's not enough for them to do. So for you to be able to provide that option moving forward is a great thing for youth to be aware of, that you were there.
It's been really, really great. And just in general on the community, I would feel like I just need to give a shout out to, like, there's so many organizations that have come forward, like, Yoga in the Sound is like, we'll do free yoga if anybody wants to just try it, have exposure to it. And Jacqueline Frias, right, with JF Fitness and Therapy, they opened up just for the drop youth. if they wanted to go and like experience a gym and have a workout, meet some trainers.
Cool.
Yeah, like, so just there's so much in town that people are willing to do,
Right.
or there to offer and say like, I'll get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a very it's a great network, and you know, people helping people just to support our community is pretty powerful.
Yeah,
it's nice that to hear of all the different, you know, kind of the spider web of support that is being created, which is awesome.
Yes.
Civic, how does the drop shine the light on its clients? Give me a couple of phrases. What do you do to really shine that light? I can see it after talking with you a little bit, but I want you to kind of put it in a couple of sentences. What do you guys do to shine the light on your clients?
I think one way is in reaching out. I think so often there's a negative, I don't know, critical view of teenagers sometimes. And I think one way is that like championing, being a champion of youth, to say like, these are great individuals who are deserving of opportunities. So, you know, reaching out to other organizations to say, hey, could we partner with you? Could you offer this? Could we do this? I think is one way we try to shine the light on how wonderful they are.
Yeah, great.
And I think the other way is in the space. One of the lovely pieces of having a small volunteer team, and we have a program facilitator who's there every time, and we know them. And so, you know, greeting them by name, paying attention to pronouns. We celebrate birthdays, milestones. So it's hopefully, you know, the space they come to where they really feel seen. And then exposing them to different opportunities, like, you know, bought musical instruments. If someone wants to, a lot of them really like art. We have a big art wall in our space, and yeah, so trying to give them some ownership of, you know, what do you want to see here? Like, this is for you, but you can drive it and be part of it. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Well, the idea when you first walk in is it's open and welcoming with signage. There's food. We talked about, you know, teenage and food. There's food. There's big open couches. In the back room, we have all kinds of different activities, a bookcase full of books and games and craft supplies, art supplies, air hockey, Guitar Hero, you know, a big table where you can just sit and play cards or chat, have food. So it's really like a come in and make your own space, however you want to sit and connect and just be.
How can others support you? Financially, obviously, but you know, in addition to that, what are other ways that people in our community, individuals, families, youth, how can we support the drop the best way we can?
Yes, financially, cash, or gift in kind donations. When you look at the video, you'll see there's lots in there that has been donated to us. So that's a great one. We are always looking for volunteers to join our team. And there's information. So we are launching a new website, the dropparrysound.com. And so there'll be access to all our volunteer applications, more information on there. There's also, you know, if someone wants to get involved and isn't sure about a volunteer commitment, even just to approach us if they have a cool skill, or, you know, or they want to come in and do a guitar lesson, or, you know, just share some knowledge. We'd love that too. You know, we want this to be just connection. You mentioned like the interweb, right? Like it's just connection. So if there's an idea, email us, let us know. And And then now, as we're a not-for-profit, we'll be soon, tonight, tomorrow, starting to recruit for a board of directors.
Excellent.
So, it's another way to get involved in a bit of a leadership role in the community as well. So yeah, sharing the words, following us on social media, anything like that to help us reach as many people as we can.
Great. And well, Colleen, it's been excellent speaking with you and learning a lot about what you guys offer. I can see it's just the beginning. It's just the small seed has been planted, and I can see the potential for immense growth within the community. So congratulations to you and Brittany for that vision, and for the Near North Board for kind of, starting.
Yeah. Well, thank you for giving us the opportunity to share.
If nothing else, it brings awareness, right, of what is going on around us. And if you have a youth in your life, for example, that might need some extra support, or just wants somewhere to hang out that's, not on the streets or not in your own basement by themselves. It's social.
Exactly. Yes, just somewhere to be. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Yeah.
And, I hope you have a wonderful day. It's sunny out there. Beautiful.
You as well. I know. It's great.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
I hope you enjoyed listening to our conversation, and I hope we connect soon. This is Denise George, eXp Realty All Points North Group, and Canada's first certified charitable real estate specialist. I want to thank you for joining me, and please tune in next time, where I will continue to shine the light on our nonprofits who are making an impact every day. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. If you know of a nonprofit that I should speak to, I would love to connect with them. I'd love to hear their story, and I'd love to be able to share their story. Please reach out to me. My contact information is coming up, or you can find it just posted below this video.